Sir, in the past 1 week, we saw two incidents. One at Howrah, and today one was reported in Hooghly, in Rishra, of violence. How are you looking at the entire law and order proceedings in the state of West Bengal, sir, right now? Like back to back, two incidents have happened over here.
What has happened
Uh,
is deplorable, unfortunate. That does not bring credit to anyone down the line. Trying to throttle democracy and derail by the forces or advocates of mobocracy cannot be tolerated to have their way in a democratic society. Force and intimidation cannot be entertained in a civilized society. What is happening around in these days, in these two particular incidents, is nothing beyond criminality. Criminals and hooligans will be shown their place. They'll soon realize they are playing with fire. The state is determined to root out this culture of intimidation and violence from the political scenario. All efforts will be made to see that law and order is established decisively. The constitution and the rule of law will be upheld. Raj Bhavan is watching and monitoring on a real-time basis. All stakeholders in the process who are expected to maintain law and order are now joining hands. There will be a concerted effort to root out this policy or politics of intimidation. Force has no place. Violence has no place in politics.
Sir, any communication between you and the Madam Chief Minister on this fresh round of violence that has happened in Hooghly?
As constitutional colleagues, there is interaction between the two of us. In a situation like this, what is important is to take action. This is not the time for evaluation. So the contents of what was discussed between the governor and the chief minister cannot be given in the public domain right now.
Okay, sir. Sir, you had constituted a special cell in your last statement when the violence in Howrah broke out. And after that, we are witnessing this particular incident in Hooghly, which is not so far from Howrah. So do you think that a special cell will be able to monitor how the administration has been working or trying to tackle any kind of a situation in this kind of a scenario?
The special cell is meant to be the eyes and ears of the governor. That is a cell which is constituted within the Raj Bhavan, so that real-time monitoring is possible. And because of their efforts, now there is close communication between the government and the Raj Bhavan. At each stage, the developments are monitored, corrective action is taken, instructions are given, review is done, concurrent evaluation is also possible.
Sir, a lot of political leaders have been, wanting to visit areas where violence had broken out. Do you think it is feasible for politicians or, representatives of political parties to visit these areas right now? What would be your...
My focus now is to see that the situation is brought under control. No comments now on other aspects.
Only one final question to you, sir. Any communication between you and the Union Home Minister on the issue in Hooghly? Because there was reports that you had, like the Home Minister Amit Shah had spoken to you after the Howrah incident.
When a crisis is there, what transpired between the authorities is not something which can be discussed in public.
So are you content with the law and order situation in the state?
I'm watching.
All right.